You good?
Good?
Yep.
Okay, call the meeting to order. And first we have the land acknowledgement statement. And I forget whose turn is it?
I can do it.
Yeah,
Michelle's.
All right, Augusta Township acknowledges that we live and work on ancestral territories of indigenous people. The township recognizes all indigenous peoples and honors their past, present, and future. The township values and respects their cultural heritages and relationship to the land.
thank you. So Mayor's opening remarks, basically, it should be a short meeting. I don't know if we'll make a record tonight or not. I think the 20 minutes was a lot. That was, if I remember correctly, for a council meeting, but anyway. Councilor Bowman is resting right now, I guess, and I haven't sent or texted her or anything. I'll wait till, she'll be groggy anyway today and tomorrow, so probably Wednesday I'll text her, see how she's doing, sort of thing. But anyway, wish her the best, speedy recovery. So Sunday, yesterday, we had the open house at MTJB, and it was good. The weather was great and everything. And I don't know, did they do a count on the number of people? No. So they're slowly coming through. So it was good. So we'll let you do an update now, the recreation, new recreation there. The mayors had a meeting, 13 mayors of the area, or I should say Leeds and Grenville, with Steve Clark, and he had the parliamentary assistant Matthew Ray from Municipal Housing and Affairs. It was one day last week. We had a chance to talk to him for about an hour. So we just basically went around the table twice, and each mayor had about 2 minutes, so it wasn't very long. And anyway, our main concern was the housing enabling and water fund. We want to know what's happening on that. So I think every mayor submitted an application. Ours was 38 million, I think. At Brockville and Elizabethtown Kittley, theirs was pretty close to that too. So, but anyway, we'll see what happens. We're all asking the same question: when's the decision's going to be made? So. But so anyway, he took some notes and said, good meeting, and he left. So I guess he visited the Tincat Berry Farm and Hall's Orchard. I made the notion, I said, yes, you visit the store, but the beautiful apple trees are in Augusta. So, anyway, it was a Subway sandwich time. We had a first not legal PSB, Police Services Board meeting on Friday or Thursday, I can't remember, last Thursday. And it was just more or less the three communities, Prescott and Augusta and Edwardsburg Cardinal, just getting together, the three mayors, and deciding how to move forward. We got to do terms of reference. We got to figure out what's happening on the training and everything like that. So our next meeting's in September. So in the meantime, we'll, and it's mostly our CAO is doing a lot of the work. So we let him kind of fire the emails to us as far as anything else goes. And that's about it. That's about all I have. So. All right, we'll move on to approval of the minutes of the previous meetings, moved by Councillor Pape, seconded by Deputy Mayor Winans. Be resolved that the agenda for, sorry, did I read that wrong? Yeah, approval of the agenda. Be resolved the agenda for May 27, 2024 be adopted. Does anybody have anything to add or changes? Okay, I see nothing. I'll call the question. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Now we have minutes. Moved by Deputy Mayor Winans, seconded by Councillor Pape. Be resolved that Council approve the minutes on May 9th, 2024 and May 13th, 2024 Council meetings as distributed to all members. Does anybody have any changes or anything to bring forward? No? Call the question. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Any disclosure of pecuniary interest and general nature thereof from any member? See nothing? Any business arising from the minutes? Nobody? No delegations and presentations tonight? Correspondence and petition, we have South Nation Conservation Authority, and they sent a letter. Which one? Source Protection Committee, yeah. So, does the deputy mayor want to speak on that one, or do you?
Well, the source water protection, that was what came out after Walkerton. And I was on the source water protection committee, but because I was on the board, I can't be on both. So therefore, when I vacated, it became an opening, and that's what I think the opening you're trying to fill now.
Yeah, and I think we put Glenn Mackey on it. So, we did that last meeting, didn't we?
No, that was a different
That was a different,
conservation
That was
authority.
That
different-
was packed.
Oh, so it's, okay.
yeah, this is a source water protection. Yeah, and he was on it before, but the same reason he had to go off, because he went on the board.
Okay.
So that was
Oh, yeah, this is raising itself now. Okay. So, we'll do our, any other discussion on that, questions? Nothing? All right. Moved by Councillor Page, second by Deputy Mayor Wines, whereas the South Nation Conservation and Raisin Region Conservation Authorities is seeking a Leeds Grenville Source Protection Committee representative, whereas Glenn Mackey has expressed interest in filling the vacancy. Whereas the SPC is seeking endorsement from Augusta Township to appoint Mr. Mackey. Now, be it resolved that council endorsed Glenn Mackey as Leeds Grenville representative for the SNC RRCA Source Protection Committee. Any comments? I'll call the question, all in favor? Carried.
That's good.
Next, we have the reports. And counties. Not much happened. We had counties council, basically just passing the bylaws. And that was pretty well it. It was short and sweet, actually, so that was last week. South Nation and Rideau Valley Conservation Authorities.
At the last Rideau Valley meeting, they finally passed last year's budget, and it was all passed by the committee. What they're working on now is mapping of the wetlands, same as South Nation. It's their new mandate that they have to map all wetlands. And they are going to be meeting with the Grenville Federation of Agriculture on our next meeting in June, and they're going to be, they want to meet with the ag associations, and then their Rideau Valley is also planning on having a meeting the same as South Nation did for staff and council, just to show what they do and how this wetland mapping is going to come about. It's probably not gonna, the last time in 2016, we did wetland mapping in our official plan. It created a big stir, and there was a lot of angry residents and everything. But at that time, the setbacks were still 120 meters. The setbacks are now down to 30 meters. So the impact is very little, and you don't want to build in a wetland anyway. So I don't think we're gonna get a lot of opposition this year. And anybody that has any wetland, they say it's not wetland, South Nation said they're willing to come out, and if it's not, they'll take it off the map. So they're really good to work with.
Good. Good. No questions? All right. Recreation. Anybody want to let you, go ahead, Tanya.
Through your worship, I did have a main rec meeting. The play structure is completed and I believe in use now. Pickleball has opened and being used. Baseball started. They have a couple teams, U7, U9. There's a pickleball tournament coming up July 27th and 28th. And so far as of that meeting, 57 people had signed up. So it's a Saturday and Sunday, and They're gonna have their canteen, and Heather and Brian are looking after it. And from yesterday for the MTJB open house, just a thank you again to Augusta, Edwardsburg, and Prescott, all the staff, Public Works, Fire Department. The CAO winner was Harrison Bernard for the day, and Mayor was Ainsley Thames Segu. Fire Chief was Devin Kirkby, and Public Works Manager was Lila Crouch for the day. So thank you, guys.
Good, yeah, we just gotta determine a date, I guess, when they're gonna get together, yeah, it's good. Like I said, nice bright day, so. Go ahead, and recreation, yeah.
Yeah, North Augusta Rec, their fall schedule is really heavy right now, and a lot of big thanks to Amy Paducah for redoing the website and making everything a lot more friendly. They are anxiously waiting their bleachers.
You're getting installed. They're there today. Yeah.
Okay.
Rain's slowing down.
Yeah, sorry.
Just one thing I can add on to the deputy bears is the North Augusta Community Building is back open. The roof has been completed, so it's been back to the committee now to utilize. So that project is complete.
No, good. Donville, anything?
Nothing in Donville about this week.
No, I took a drive around, I took the drive to Donville this morning, just purposely to look at the play equipment, the ball diamond and everything. Looks good, everything looks
Yeah.
good there.
Yeah.
I noticed the parking and everything, so. No, and then Maynard, I looked at that, and everything looks good there too, so. North Augusta, I was there Saturday, it looked all right. So, Maynard, I've seen that, so, no, I mean, they're pretty impressive. I know I've gotten some good comments from residents that say, no, like I said, the mayor, Prescott, texted me Saturday morning and said, this is great what you've done in Maynard, so. No, good comments you want to hear for sure. So thank you for everybody that's had a hand in that. I know Kathleen isn't here tonight, but, just pass on what I said sort of thing. Okay, library board, sorry. Did you?
Through your worship, I did get an update from Councillor Bowman. She said there's 5 new members that were added in April. Needles and Pins is a program that's running on Monday mornings. Tuesdays is homeschool activities and crafts. Wednesday is morning story time. Saturdays is Lego Club.
Okay, good. They had the plant sale last Saturday too. I drove by that. So
Yeah.
that's good.
I was in the office today and the librarian stopped in to pick up the check. I forget her name right now. Anyway, she said they had an amazing turn-in for the plant sale, sold out, and the books too. Said what they used to do was put books in a bag and ask for $1. This year they asked donations, they were getting $10 and $20 per bag. So,
Spencerville did the same thing and we never gave them, we always gave them $10 or something for the bag of books. So it's a good way, actually.
Yeah.
Which I take to my garage sale and give away because nobody has time to read them. All right, what else was there? Economic Development and Tourism Committee, I haven't had a meeting, so I think theirs is next week. PAC Committee meets next week. And Administration, CEO.
Just a few things to update council. So our RFP for the zoning and bylaw review closes this Friday at noon. So once we get those submissions, we'll be going to PAC, who will be the review committee that will review and evaluate the submissions. We are also right now working on an RFT for the township office for the renovations that will be ongoing here. So that hopefully should be issued within the next couple of weeks. Just so council's aware, the AMO conference, which is in August, they are open to delegations right now. Delegations are to be submitted by June 7th. So if there's any ideas you have for submissions, please let me know and I can start working on that next week if there's an interest by council. And the last one is the enhanced 401 boundary signs. So working with the engineers right now on the signs. In discussions with MTO, there's no grants available to cost share as in the past. So The sign costs will be all borne by the township, so we're just waiting on some cost estimates right now, and based on the cost estimates, we'll determine kind of next steps from
And we
there.
did put a little bit in the budget, right?
So,
I guess, well, I got you here. You talked about renovations here. I'm not sure if council totally knows what's happening, so maybe just give us a quick blurb.
yeah, so the main renovations is going to be a door as you're coming into the office, so it'll be a secured door, so public will not have direct access to all the building. The main reason for the renovation is the photocopier room, which is sitting there doing nothing right now. We want to utilize that. It'll become an office, but I think the main thing, which is something we really need, will be a meeting room. So if council or mayor or staff have to meet with any of the public, you can certainly take them into a secured room there and meet with them rather than this room or out in the hallway or that kind of stuff. So those are the main issues that we'll be looking at right now, so.
So is there anything being done in here?
So as part of it, we want to look at getting rid of the divider there that does not work anymore. We'll probably look at getting that, but also as part of the budget, we're going to look at maybe some audio and video equipment, updating some of the stuff here as well. I'm seeing
Your door.
Well, yeah, get rid of that door that serves no purpose either. So just a few little changes, but we do have a design that I've been working on for last year. So how would I'll circulate that out to council just so you're aware of it and some comments. We're meeting with the consultants on Wednesday just to kind of go through some other things. So I'll send that out to council.
Okay, yeah, my only comment was basically these TVs, county's council has them flat against the wall, but the room is situated differently.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if we could just use them both on one wall rather than two, because people seem to duck going through that one, they got a duck going through that, just rather than duck, have one wall vacant, it'd be nice.
We'll look to see how we can better utilize this room from an audio and video perspective as well.
Yeah, or even a larger TV at the back, I don't know,
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody else? No? Yeah,
So the door will be a more secure door, will it, or?
Yeah, so we just don't let council in whenever they want to.
Well, because I don't know if you remember that, or if Annette remembers, we had a guy come in here when Mel Campbell was reading with a pitchfork threatening people.
Yeah, from a health and safety perspective too, a lot of municipalities have a secure door where, it's open on if staff have a meeting, right, they go to the door, they let them in, they take them to the office, but the issue is that we just don't want anybody coming in if they're upset and just having free reign of the whole entire office, right? So that will at least give from the health and safety committee more of a security and allow Vicky to lock her door as well too. So just keep staff, not that we're saying, we're at risk to the public, but to your point, you've seen things in the past where, one incident that could have been avoided, right? So.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that long ago, Vicky had to deal with an angry resident about her dog.
That's accurate.
okay, any other questions for the CA? Okay, let's move on to the staff reports. And moved by Deputy Mayor Wine, seconded by Councillor Pate, be resolved that council adopt the transient traders policy. Does anybody have any discussion on that? I think it all came through, I don't know, I forget who, I don't know, was you, Councillor Pate, or somebody brought that forward?
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, which means, the door-to-door sales, but it doesn't mean people with, looking for donations or stuff like that, so.
Yeah.
Anybody have questions about it? Okay, call the question, all in favor? Carry. Good. So moved by Councillor Page, seconded by Deputy Mayor Wines, be it resolved that council authorize the purchase and installation of a new half-ton Arctic snowplow from Capital Road Technology Parts Source Incorporated at an offset limit of $9,500 plus HST. So do you want to look up and see how much cheaper we can get it for? Okay, John, what do you got to say about it? You got a picture with it, that's good.
So your mayor, we did, I did have 4 quotes on this and $9,500 is our cheapest one. Yes, I do have 4 quotes if anybody has any questions or concerns. And they range from 95 all the way up to about 12 grand.
Yes.
I think we should have a little contest with council and staff to name this.
Absolutely. Do I get a free lunch?
Okay, anything else? I read that, didn't I? All in favor? Carried, thank you. And just for a side note on this, so yeah, you visited the school today and had names for trucks and equipment. So no decision yet, I guess.
No, so we have no decision
Glad
yet.
somebody answered.
But we've got the categories where we have our top 5 this time, and just working with the principal there, we should hopefully get the 15 submissions in the next couple of days. And then what we want is staff and council to determine kind of who the winner is for each category, which then we can then provide them with who's the winner, and of course we've got iPads as a prize for each category. So yeah, so she was quite happy today, the principal, that this kind of partnership is happening. And I think it's something that we should continue doing as we continue moving forward. So
Yeah, I guess we couldn't get it in our newsletter because it was just too close. Yeah, so next newsletter, hopefully.
yeah, but we'll do a media release and we'll do some pictures and stuff of whoever the winners are with all council and stuff like that. So
Good.
we'll coordinate that before school's done for sure.
Okay, next move on to planning and building services and protective services, nothing. Any notice of motions? Anyone? No. Bylaws? Moved by Deputy Mayor Wyman, seconded by Councillor Pate, be resolved that bylaw number 3715-2024, being a bylaw to amend bylaw 3679-2024, being a bylaw to regulate parking in the Township of Augusta, be read a first time, a second time, a third time, be enacted as read. So any questions on that? Everybody knows what it's related to? Okay, all right. So I'll call the question, all in favor? Carried. Thank you. So announcements? Does anybody have any announcements?
Yeah, I got one, just this past week, the soybeans are planted on the township land here, it's all no-tilled in. So when the beans start to come up and get a break in the weather, it'll be sprayed.
Oh, okay. Any other announcements? South Campbell Road's having a garage sale.
Community garage sale?
I guess it's a road garage sale. They told me the week after, I took all my stuff to Brockville for a garage sale.
Lots of books.
So I don't have anything. So
For
anyway,
free.
I heard South Campbell needs some brooms.
yes, they do, so. Actually, it's not too bad. This rain's probably washed a lot of it away.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
But,
Gotta rub their-
yeah, so anyway, I was gonna say, it's the first week in June, first weekend in June. That's what it is. And I haven't heard, I don't know if anybody else has heard, but usually the Maitland garage sale is the first weekend in June too, but there's been no publicity on it at all.
Somebody asked about it the other day. I don't remember seeing, do you
Yeah.
remember seeing an answer to that?
I haven't seen,
No, there's nothing at the post office, and I think it's died. I think it's, like, it used to be a big thing,
Yeah.
but I think it's kind of reached this time where people just don't have the
I don't
time.
even see it on their page.
Yeah. So, anyway. Okay, any questions on the agenda from the press? We have no press. Any questions from the public? Lori, anything? Thank you for coming. We have no closed session. We have bylaws confirmed proceedings and voting. So moved by Councillor Henry, seconded by Deputy Mayor Winans. Be it resolved that bylaw number 3716-2024, confirm the proceedings of Council of the Township of Augusta at its meeting held on May 27, 2024, be read a first time, second time, third time, be enacted as read. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. And moved by Deputy Mayor Winans, seconded by Councillor Henry. Be it resolved that this council do now adjourn at, and we didn't beat our time, but 6:25 until June 10th, 2024 at 6 p.m. We're going to call the mayor's subject of need. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Short meeting. Thank you.